Subscribe this channel for educational videos and also don't forget to press the bell icon in order to get the instant notifications of our latest stuff.
Hello and welcome to this online course on wireless communication. Our today's topic is multiple access techniques. Till now, we have discussed the communication systems which use only a single transmitter and a receiver, and now we shall focus our attention on multiple users and multiple receiver communication links. As we see in today's world, there is an increase in large number of mobile subscribers, so we have to accommodate more and more number of users over a very limited spectrum. And these multiple access techniques, they are used to allow many users to share simultaneously a finite amount of frequency spectrum. Okay, these multiple access techniques are used to allow many users to share simultaneously a finite amount of spectrum. Okay, this spectrum is your frequency spectrum, or you can say that the available bandwidth. Multiple access techniques are used to allow many users to share simultaneously a finite amount of spectrum, and because of this we will achieve high capacity in the cellular system as the available bandwidth is allocated to multiple users. So, high capacity is achieved by simultaneously allocating the available bandwidth or channels to multiple users. Okay, because of these multiple access techniques, we achieve high capacity in our cellular system as the available bandwidth or the channels, they are allocated to the multiple users. We have a kind of communication system. I will draw a diagram here. This is a kind of a communication system. Here we have number of transmitters as transmitter 1, transmitter 2 and transmitter n, and all these transmitters, they are transmitting some data over a same channel, that is a single channel, and it is being transmitted to a receiver, and this receiver will receive this data on this single channel. And all these transmitters, they are using this communication channel, they are accessing this communication channel. So it is a case of multi users, they are accessing the our limited bandwidth, that is this channel. So this is one kind of scenario where we can apply our the multiple access schemes in order to provide the multiple users to access a finite amount of spectrum. This is the first case. And the other kind of communication system where we have multiple users in that communication system, I will draw a diagram for that also. Now, in this diagram, this is a kind of satellite communication with the ground stations. These are our ground stations. And here you see these ground stations can be treated as multiple users, and this satellite is transmitting some data to all these satellites, and or you can say all these multiple users, they are accessing the single satellite. So this is another kind of multi-user scenario or multi-user communication system. And in this satellite kind of system, there is another scenario which is called as store and forward communication system, where all these ground stations, they transmit data to a different number of satellites, and those satellites, they store that particular data and they forward that data to each other in that particular communication system. That is another kind of multi-user scenario. So here also we can and apply these multiple access schemes. And there is one more system which is between the two users, like we have user 1 and we have user 2, and these two users, they are communicating over a single channel, and this single channel is considered to be a duplex one. And here user 1 is transmitting on one simplex channel, and the user 1 is receiving on another simplex channel. and similarly user 2 is receiving on one simplex channel and user 2 is transmitting another simplex channel. Okay, this is another kind of scenario here two users they are using this single channel, or there can be multiple users which can use single channel for their transmission and reception, but this single channel needs to be a duplex one where we have two simplex channels. One is used for the transmission and the other one is used for the reception. So these are some multi-user scenarios in the communication systems where we can use multiple access techniques, and we have different multiple access techniques, but three major techniques are: number one, we have frequency division multiple access, and the acronym for it is FDMA, frequency division multiple access. Number two is time division multiple access, that is TDMA, and the third one is code division multiple access. Okay, that is your CDMA. These are the three main multiple access techniques which we often use in our cellular systems in order to provide access to our limited bandwidth by the multiple users. Okay, and depending upon the available bandwidth, these schemes can be narrow band or wide band, and it depends on the available bandwidth. If lesser bandwidth is given, these schemes can be narrow band. If more bandwidth is given, then these schemes can be wideband. And now we shall learn about these schemes in detail in the subsequent lectures.